We're following a developing story. Police are at the scene of a double shooting in Milford, Connecticut. It happened just blocks away from a high school, forcing a lockdown. CBS 2's John Slattery is live at the scene with more for us tonight. John.
Police here in Milford are still trying to sort out what was behind a double shooting in which a 46-year-old man was fatally shot, and then the gunman apparently took refuge on a roof before shooting himself. Police in Milford, Connecticut don't know what was behind the dispute that led to an afternoon fatal shooting involving two men who knew each other. There was a 911 call to a location on Hollywood Avenue.
A 56-year-old male who was bleeding from a chest wound in the front yard just down the road here in Hollywood. They performed some first aid along with the assistance of some utility workers. And at that time, they also observed a second male carrying a handgun retreat to Midway, which is just behind us down the road.
Police saw a second man who was armed go into a house 4 doors away.
They surrounded the house. They encountered a male who was now on the roof. The male was holding a handgun. He pointed it at the officers. The officers took cover, at which time the male fired a shot. We don't know where that shot went. Shortly thereafter, there was a second shot, and the male shot himself in the head and died there on the roof.
The first man also pronounced dead from the gunshot to his chest. It's the same area where 16-year-old high school student Marin Sanchez was stabbed to death on the morning of her junior prom. Charged is fellow student Christopher Plaskin. This is a neighbor.
A lot of things happened in the last few months. I mean, the high school was only a couple blocks away where Marin Sanchez, was killed. So they had a lockdown today at school. So it's frightening. It's very frightening.
In an area now rattled by killings, the police chief says none of his officers today fired a shot. Reporting live from Milford, Connecticut, John Slattery, CBS 2 News.